Hi, it's Kathy from Raven Vintage. I am just doing a final flip through on this witch journal. I finished it and finished my filming, and I thought I would just do one more, go through the journal one more time just to make sure I've inked everything I wanted to ink and make sure everything's glued down. I thought this would be a good time. I did a quick real flip through, but I thought, well, what the heck, let's do a YouTube video as well. And I'm not going to explain everything because I don't want to bore you, because I've already done that in other videos, but I will point out a few of the highlights. So for example, this is a 6 signature journal made with quality chipboard, 3 pieces, front, spine, back, and then the journal topper underneath. I wrote a message and then secure that. These are antique brads, and then aged that. The image was actually small, and I used one of those features on Canva to expand it, so that was kind of neat. I used a lot of rusty bits throughout whenever I could. Paper clips, staples, that sort of thing. And a really beautiful paper pad. I used printables and a lot of fabric. So Three Witches has a vintage reselling business, and they have a very fun booth. I think they have a few locations actually. And their intention for their purpose of ordering the journal is they want to use it to display their smalls. So necklaces, brooches, that sort of thing. And use the book as a backdrop when they are taking their social media images. So that you will notice there's a lot of frame style pages in here intentionally. Maybe it might look like overkill, but it's for a reason. So depending on the piece they have, they might prefer one page over another. So again, some more fabric there on the belly band, some moving parts, of course, because that's always fun. Pockets, vintage coin envelopes made with vintage book pages, I should say. So a good mix of vintage, very fun. I used printables, tea-dyed paper, and book pages. And the book I use is actually a witch book about witches. So some really interesting characters in here, but some very beautiful ladies. They weren't necessarily from that witch book, they were from another book, but just absolutely gorgeous to tell the story of these fantastic ladies. These black and white type photo ephemera, printable ephemera, those are printables I purchased. Yes, I designed printables, and yes, I purchased printables too from other designers. I have some files in my witch type things, but I didn't have enough for what I wanted to accomplish with this journal, so I bought some. That's another video I explained. There's a list of you can see all the creators that I purchased. I think there was three or four maybe even, that I purchased printables from. You can see the rusty staples there. There's another vintage page, and of course do all the things to it to make it look aged even more. Another beautiful image, lace. Gosh, she's gorgeous. Okay, so see how the red in her lips and back here and in her scarf and her belt are picked up. It's like a maroon color. It balances each other. So I really tried to pay attention to that. Or even this, like the lighter colors in this page are balanced with the tea-dyed paper, and the brown and orange bits on the tea-dyed paper balance these pages. This is my favorite spread in the whole journal, I think. I just love this. She's gorgeous and she looks mysterious, and I thought this would just tell a whole story just right there. Love that. And another rusty paper clip. There's definitely some interesting images from that witch book. It just makes it so it's fun. Lots of fun. Gotta have fun. And no ill intent whatsoever. All just in the matter of entertainment purposes, really. See, there's another frame page, and look at this. So I cut this vintage flower out of a printable of mine, actually, or that is actually from a book. And then just to pick up the blue from, isn't she absolutely stunning? Look at her. Love her. Love her. There's some really great printables. And then, of course, I had some old vintage papers that were rescued from recycle. Another vintage image. I love this ribbon. Gorgeous. That I got at Fabricland. I used the blue washi tape to pick up the blue in the pages. There's old Merlin. This is so pretty. I used it a couple of times. That's the same, from the same fabric as this piece here. That's the rest of her hair. Gorgeous. And we've got some more images. I tried to make this look like she's studying this over here. And of course, there's lots of journaling cards. Like I said, I don't know so much that they will be journaling in here, but they will definitely be using this for some photos. So I wanted to make sure we didn't have any white left. I think I've got everything, but you never know. It's always good to go through another time. One more time. These are fabulous. This is another printable kit I purchased. More rusty paper clips. Here's an oops. Happens to the best of us. One of these pages was upside down. So, actually I glued that on purpose. So I just did an upside down swivel to go with it. So you might not have even noticed, but this page is upside down. So it's upside down on this side and then on its opposite end. So I thought, okay, well, these witches are going in upside down then. So that's done. So a mistake turned, that's the thing. Yeah, that's glued like that on purpose. So in junk journaling, you can always, there's no mistakes. You just have to get creative with it, because it's not worth taking the journal apart for that. And believe me, I checked. Before I put it together, I checked. But one slipped by me. There we go. Another gorgeous ribbon from Fabricland. I went one day to buy some stuff to fix another journal, to repair a spine. And while I was there, I got a little carried away on, they had a sale. And, well, if you're going to have a sale, then by all means, I'm going to grab something. There's a witch's house. That was kind of cool. Added some more ribbon in here. Library card. Another beautiful gal. Some more beautiful fabric. There's more of it in here, but this is the one edge from it. And she is absolutely gorgeous. Look at her. Look at her, look at her ring. Every detail. Just absolutely love the colors in this journal. Like I said, the style itself is not really mine, but my normal vibe, but I certainly love these gorgeous rich colors. Some of these printables are just absolutely stunning. Just use this to indicate that this is a flip. That's the other side of that upside down page. Would you have noticed? Maybe not. Would you have noticed? Maybe not. And of course, Salem. We can't get through without mentioning Salem. So I did this, I glued it to the inside of this page to use as a flip and a wrap around, so that you could have some secret journaling spots in there. It looks like everything's inked here. Just double check. These, it's kind of hard to tell with these colors, right? So every one of these is a journaling card. So all of those images, everything is a journaling card. I added some of that fabric. I just tucked it, you know how there's pop outs on some of these. I tucked it under her hand before, like she's holding this, before I glued her down. I think we'll ink this up a bit. It was such a beautiful paper pad to work with. The colors just are so gorgeous. And I do a video where I talk about using what they've curated on the front cover of the paper pad as use that as hi Merlin, there's Merlin again. Use that as a another flip, and that's more of that same fabric. That's part of this piece here. Where'd you come from? See, it's good to look. Yes, Ruby. I see you. I'm almost done, Ruby. Yeah. Some more pages. Again, just aging some printables. Doing the, you know, the bends and the flips and the where you rough up the edges with your fingernail or scissors. And the inking, of course. But aren't these going to be just so pretty for the photos? They're going to be really nice, and depending on what they have this set on, because really this size here is perfect for a social media picture. Some blank pages. So like maybe they left some of these intentionally like this because they might have something that's busy and they don't want a lot behind it. So I made sure that there was just some very soft colors. Here's one with a dark background in case they have something light. Is a movable part. Just get these sides up a bit. I think I want to do this. I think I did it, but maybe not enough. My ink pad was getting dry, so I had to ink that up. I mean, they last forever. When you buy some additional ink, it only takes a few drops. I mean, it's a little bit of an investment at the beginning when you get your ink pads, but I was lucky I did get some secondhand. But when I first bought my distress ink, like the vintage photo one, it's a bit of an investment at the beginning, I know, but I'll tell you, they last and last and last and last. Little gargoyle guy. We're almost at the end. So this is like a velvet ribbon, so I wanted that to pick up this blue here, and then some more journaling papers. Look at this old hag. This old hag. It's hilarious. There's a good mix of colors there. So I don't usually like the shiny papers in my journals, but it works in here. I think maybe because of the richness of the colors. And then this is a kind of a fun little flip, and a flip this way. Some good grunge in here too. Some really neat symbols. Black cat. Look at her. Isn't she stunning? I just love this page. So again, I tried to offset the colors, the gold and the green. Here's the rest of that orange fabric I showed you earlier that was across the top. This is from the same piece, and I've added some journaling. Well, I guess that's not a journal spot, that's just like an old letter in there. Like, they can remove these things if it's too bulky, but I honestly didn't really add that much ephemera, just simply for the fact that I knew it was going to, the purpose of the journal is somewhat different. Who knows, maybe they are going to write in it, I'm not sure, but that's what I was told at the onset anyway. Another witch's house. Again, just trying to pick up the colors throughout, do a little balance. So this is a nice light color here. So offset, so there's black here, of course, but then offset the, or balance, I guess is the right word. Balance some of those colors. Try to pull them together. It's a conscious decision to do that, and sometimes it just works out. And a little mini pocket there. I think maybe let's ink this up a little more. I used my decal trimmer. It's new. I use quite a bit in this journal. I love it. I love it. It's my new addiction, that decal trimmer. It's absolutely fabulous. And then another moving part here. And then I demonstrated that today where you just you just punch 2 holes in the back, feed your ribbon in from the inside to the outside, and then these 2 pieces just come around the front and you tie it here. Now you could also do the 2 holes horizontally. So you could do the holes here and here. Same thing, feed the ribbon from the inside out and then wrap those 2 around and tie in the middle. Or you could pull them so that it wraps around and ties on the edge of your journal. So yes, she's a big girl. She's a chunky girl. And she's really well made. Like, it's sewn really well. It's a good solid journal with a good sturdy cover and a whole singular, like one piece. The cover's one piece, so I shouldn't have that issue of that I've had. I switched the way I do my spines because I was using a product before and it was failing. The adhesive was drying over time. So I quit doing that. So that's the witch journal. This is the decal trimmer I was talking about. So I have this one and it's fabulous. It's really good quality. It trims minuscule, tiny little lines. I'm really happy with it. I'm not crazy about the sound, but when I know it's coming, I can deal with it. And then this one has the decal edge built in. That's fantastic. Like, that's, so the reason I immediately thought, yep, I'm getting that, is because I knew that I was really happy with the quality of this one. So now I have like the brother and sisters. Fabulous. But how awesome when you only have 15-20 minutes to craft, or you are stuck like having a little bit of a creative block or something. You could sit down and you could just take some tea-dyed paper or some colored paper or something, or some printed ephemera, or even some book pages like this, and you could just sit there and decal cut a bunch of things and have them ready to go in your ephemera boxes for when you're doing your journals. It's really handy. I think that's something I can see myself doing very soon, actually. So yeah, that's the witch journal, and it is spoken for. I don't do commissions too much anymore. Been kind of busy. Not to say that I won't do them again, but not like I was before. But this one I wanted to do, so I've just gotten really busy with the printables side of things, and I really love doing the graphic design. So that's kind of, I'm not doing as many physical journals, but not to say I won't. So thank you very much for watching, and I know a lot of that might have been repeat because I've done so many videos with this journal, but like I said, it was a teaching journal as well. So 3 Witches, thank you for the opportunity. It was a very fun journal to make, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.